All right, guys, we are on our last question today for our solar system passage. Remember, we have been looking at this passage this week on the solar system, and it kind of describes what the solar system is and how it works, and the planets that are part of our solar system, and the other parts of the solar system, like the sun and all of that. And so we've looked at the different questions for this week. And so today we're going to look at question 4. And question 4 says, explain how Earth differs from the other planets by accurately quoting evidence from the story that supports your answer. All right, so explain how Earth differs. That's an important word right there. Differs is the same thing as saying is different. Okay, so explain how Earth is different from the other planets by accurately quoting. So Earth different from other planets by accurately quoting evidence from the story. So I got to have evidence, I've got to quote evidence from the story. And what that means is I got to use direct words. All right, so just in kind of understanding Earth and what I've read about Earth and other planets, I know that how Earth is different from the other planets. One way is that Earth is the only planet in our solar system that supports life. So I'm going to go back to our passage because I do have to have that direct quote, and I'm going to skim and scan until it talks about where Earth is the only planet that supports human life. All right, so it says right here in this first sentence under planets, it says, well, let's pick up here. Each of these planets are vastly different from one another. All right, so this is going to explain to me how the planets are different from one another. For example, while Earth has the perfect climate to support human life, Mercury is too hot and too volatile to support humans living there. All right, so Earth has the perfect climate to support human life. Mercury is too hot and volatile to support humans living there. All right, so moving on. Still talking about Mercury. All right, and then our Earth, let's move to the next paragraph. Our Earth is full of green forests, blue oceans, large mountains, and deep valleys. However, none of the planets in our solar system look just like that. Well, that's another one that's similar. Our Earth is full of green forests, blue oceans, large mountains, and deep valleys. However, none of the planets in our solar system look just like us. So I think that that's a really good statement to tell how Earth is different from the others. So not only can we support human life, whereas Mercury's too hot, but it's just talking about the one planet there, and I do have to have quotes about it. So I'm going to go down to this next sentence where it says, our Earth is full of green forests, blue oceans, large mountains, and deep valleys. However, none of the other planets. So that's actually comparing Earth to all the other planets. So that's exactly the information that I think that they were asking for in number 4. Because it says, explain how Earth is different from the other planets by accurately quoting evidence from the story that supports your answer. So I'm going to go back because I need to restate. I'm going to kind of take my question words out where it says explain how, and I'm going to start with Earth. Earth is different from the other planets because, and then I'm going to look back at my passage. I'm going to do a little cheat in here and pull up another passage so that I can kind of fit it all up here and see it all at once. All right, and it says, Earth is different from other planets because Earth is full of green forest, oceans, large mountains, and deep valleys. Period. Then I'm going to pick up and say none of the other planets, or none of the planets in our solar system look just like us. And it actually says however, so I'm going to pick up with that however, because that tells me that it's opposite of what our planet has. However, none of the planets in our solar system look just like us. Okay? And so that is my final answer for number 4. Earth is different from the other planets because Earth is full of green forests, blue oceans, large mountains, and deep valleys. However, none of the planets in our solar system look just like us. So this is telling me how Earth is different from the other planets, because Earth has all of these things and the other planets do not. Okay? So that's number 4 for this week on our solar system.